Hello everyone and welcome on into another LEGO Marvel set review on my channel. Today we are checking out set 76256, the Ant-Man construction figure. And now if I'm being honest, this is really the only construction figure you guys should be getting, due to the fact that it's really the only movie accurate thing. I mean, sure, if you want to get the huge $500 Hulkbuster and then get the Iron Man constructional figure, then sure. But Spider-Man, Venom, Captain America, Wolverine, those new ones, it's just not worth it. However, this isn't too bad. Now, this was the only Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania set we got, but it works. And if you haven't seen the movie already, I'm going to spoil it here, but this is accurate to the movie. That being because, of course, in the climax of the movie, Ant-Man does turn into Giant Man when he is fighting, of course, Kang. And overall, perfect price for this piece count, 289 pieces. Not bad for 40 bucks. It's worth it. But let's get a little bit closer into the set. Now, similar to in Arisham's Shadow, we will be taking a look at each of the sections piece by piece. So let's get into the legs first. Starting off with the legs here, these are exactly similar. They're the exact same build, and they don't look too bad. With the left one here, you have, of course, the foot, same thing on the right. It is a bit weird in here with the studs. I would have preferred if that was the triangular slope piece, as it would have been nice for it to be sloped in on there. As well as it is a bit weird that we have this on the outside of the leg. I guess this is kind of like the ankle joint there, whereas this is the actual ankle. Going up, you have a little bit of a, I guess, knee flap, I want to call it. Kind of like, oh, and that will fall apart occasionally if you aren't careful with it. But it is just clipped on there with a clip, and it is just a little disc piece. It is nicely rounded off there. It also has some Nexonite pieces on there with a mix of the dark red going in there. But it is the same for both. You have a mix of these big ball joints there, mixed with these Technic joints there, which I really like for these bigger minifigures, or I guess just bigger figures. Next up, we have the hips. Now you're probably like, oh, why isn't this the torso? And because of this piece right here, this is a ball joint, one of the bigger ones too. And it connects into the torso, which I think is a bit interesting, and that's what gives it its swivel, as you'll see in a minute here. But you have a little place for the Technic joints to connect into, as well as you have the power disc, which I think is a very nice attention to detail there, as well as you have some nice ingots for some design. And now what you do is you take the legs and you just clip it in there. It gives it a bit more width on the side there, and you can stand it up like so. It is pretty big in proportion to the other half, which is a bit annoying, but it works when you pose him. Next up is the torso here, and I think they did an amazing job designing this. Of course, you have your dark red mixed with your black and a bit of gray in there, as well as you have this amazing printed 1 or 2x2 round tile in there, which is just amazing. I love how they actually did printed pieces and it's not a sticker, as the stickers are just getting tiresome now. You do also have a little bit of a clip there to go along with that, as in the suit it is like that. And I really don't understand why people hate the Quantumania suit that much, as it doesn't look that bad, and interpreted into LEGO, it looks pretty good. You have these two large shoulder pads there connected by these clips right in there, smartly articulated in there. The back is tiled off, and you have this wheel arch going around there for kind of, I guess, the neck socket. So that is nice. You also have two more 1x1 trans flat red tiles there. And to connect it, you have a ball joint right there, which of course connects onto this ball joint. And you get that nice swivel action, which I thought it was just going to be like one of those Technic swivel things where you turn it. But that is what it looks like right there. You also are meant to flop these out because of these little ball joints in there, which we will also be connecting the arms to. And here you have the arms, and as I was saying, they are a bit shorter compared to the legs. As you can see there, it really only is the bottom there which does look a bit off. Also, they don't fully go down because, again, of these amazing printed Nexonite shields. Oh my goodness. This set really went out with its printed tiles, as you'll see in the head as well. But your standard mech arms there with the giant ball joint pieces, as well as the use of the new mech fingers, which I think is a smart thing. I did kind of like the more bulky ones that they had before, but it is whatever. Also, you have some more ingot pieces there. Also, and what you can do is you can remove that, and you can take your mini Wasp figurine that comes in this, which is one of the biggest draws to the set. And what is nice is you do get two there. So that is always nice. You can sell one on Bricklink for, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a lot. But there you go. You can connect it to these superhero plates right there. And it just gives it the Wasp this flying off of the shoulder effect, which is nice. But we will take a look at that when everything is put together. And so what you're going to do is you go up here, take your arm, and you connect it in there. Shoulder pops out a bit, which is, of course, nice. And you plop the other one on, and you have that so far. And now I moved him back a bit further, just so we could take a look at the head here. And I thought that this was the same pieces as the shoulder pads on the Hulkbuster, as well as this guy right here, but it is not. It is an all new piece, which also has been being used with the newer mech, or the newer constructible figures with the Captain America and the Wolverine, although those ones have a nose, and as you can see, this one does not. But it is quite nice. You have one of the smaller ball joints, which is, of course, nice because it does connect onto that neck piece right there. The print on this piece is amazing. It's silver, super accurate. You also get this nice build for the side of the helmet, which, of course, gives it its nice angles and the pronged kind of tips of the helmet, as well as you get this little piece down here, which is the defibrillator, I guess, or the breathing apparatus of the suit, which is, of course, connected on there on an angle on a ball joint. And you also get these little clips on the side with tooth pieces to give it the accurate helmet look. And so now what you're going to do with the completed figure is you come over here and you clip that on. And now if you stand them up straight, it does look extremely weird. And that's why you kind of got to spread them out a bit, put them in a fighting pose. That is a bit off there. Yeah, you can put him in a fighting pose. He rotates so you can throw punches. And honestly, it looks really good. Now, of course, LEGO could have done better with its Quantumania set, but this is definitely good and all right compared to what we have gotten for the rest of the year. Now, what is sad is that they do only release one Ant-Man and the Wasp set each year, so this is really our only Ant-Man set, unless they decide to pull a fast one and release a Kang's Throne Room or something like that. But from now on, this is really all we have, but it is worth it. But anyways, if you guys did go on to enjoy the video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video, as that helps me reach out to a lot more of you, as well as it tells me what you guys want to see. Also, please subscribe. We're so close to 200, and it would be amazing if we could get there by my next video. But anyways, thanks.